So what I want to show you today is how we can actually roast a chicken by not adding any salt to it, but give it a lot of flavor. So what I'm going to do is actually make an herb blend. I'm going to take a tablespoon of thyme and mix that in a bowl. I'm putting in a tablespoon of sage, about a tablespoon and a half of dry mustard, and a tablespoon of basil. And what I'm going to also add is a little bit of fresh chopped parsley, and I just want the leafy part of the parsley, but save the stems because I'm going to show you how to use them as well. So I'm adding about a tablespoon of fresh chopped parsley as well. Okay, and then I'm just going to mix that up. So you can see I have a mixture of fresh parsley, dried herbs, and what's unique about this is actually the dry mustard helps add a lot of flavor to this. So what I'm going to do is add just a little teaspoon of oil to my roasting pan, just to oil the bottom, because I also have to do my own dishes, so I like it to be as quick and easy as possible. And one thing you have to realize about a lot of the chickens that we buy in today's market is that the chicken companies actually marinate the chicken in a saltwater brine. And what this does is it adds more moisture to the chicken, but it also increases the sodium level. So you have to be aware that if you're going to buy chicken that has the lowest amount of sodium, you have to make sure it's from a company that doesn't actually brine the chicken in salt water. I got a chance to talk to a couple of the big chicken manufacturing companies in this country, and the reason they do this is that it plumps up the muscle, it adds more moisture to the meat, and when people overcook their chicken, it stays moist longer. So that's their justification for it. So what I'm going to do with this whole chicken is I'm going to put it in my roasting pan, and I'm going to take a half a lemon, just cut it in half, squeeze it so that I get lemon juice. I try to collect the seeds in my hand, except for that one. So then I want to just squeeze my lemon so that there's lemon juice all over the chicken. And I actually am going to take these lemons and I'm going to stuff them inside the cavity of the chicken because there has flavor to it. Also remember, we were talking about parsley stems. Don't throw them away. I'm going to throw these in the cavity as well. We're not going to eat them, but they do add flavor to the meat, okay? Then I'm going to just take my herb combination and sprinkle that all over my chicken. And I kind of pat that on. I even add a little bit to the cavity. Make sure I get some on the legs. And there we go. So to do this roast chicken, it's really simple. All we did was we blended our herbs together, took a lemon, cut it in half, and squeezed the juice over the top of the chicken. We stuffed those lemon halves inside the cavity and some chopped parsley. And like I said, you want to keep the stems as well and throw those parsley stems inside the cavity because they're going to add flavor. People aren't going to eat them, but it's a great way of adding flavor. And if you notice, there's no sodium added to this recipe. So we've not added any salt, but we've been able to give this chicken a really great flavor by adding all this herb combination together. Now we're going to put this chicken in the oven at 350 degrees and we're going to bake it for about 45 minutes to an hour. You want to make sure that you get that chicken, the internal temperature of that chicken to 165 degrees Fahrenheit. So I pulled our chicken out of the oven, and now I'm just gonna set it on the plate. So typically, a whole roasted chicken, you should be able to get 10 to 12 3-ounce portions, servings out of one whole roasted chicken. And I wished you could smell this. This just smells heavenly. Thank you for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed learning how to add flavor to renal patients' diets without increasing their sodium intake. And I really look forward to seeing you again here at the NephU community.